Ladies and gents, welcome back to the channel. Today we have the next installment of the Sniper Elite franchise, Sniper Elite 5. Yes, 5, free, quote unquote, on PC and Xbox Game Pass is finally out and full of everything you've ever known from the previous 4 Sniper Elite games. Carl Fairburn is back, although, to be honest, I just like calling him Jack McStudbody. I mean, listen to the man.
We put a dent in the Atlantic Wall battery, but at a heavy price. And now I'm stuck behind enemy lines.
If that name doesn't fit, I don't know what does. Certainly not Carl. But the gorgeous map designs are back. The kill cam is back. Too long didn't read. Sniper Elite 5 is a fantastic game, and one that if you've loved the previous iterations of the franchise, I'm sure you'll love this one as well. Taking place in France in 1944, both before and right after the invasion of Normandy, as the Allies are trying to weaken the feared Atlantic Wall, you continue to play as Carl Fairburn, like I mentioned, German-born, Allied-reared Sniper Elite, trying to take out as many of the Nazi war machines as you can. So for me, I am a massive fan of the stories of World War II, so I'm absolutely hooked already. Was on the 4th one, and definitely on the 5th as well. But now for the game. What did I really think of it? I just finished the campaign last night on normal, and the first bit of criticism I have, to be honest, was that it's just not that hard. I died a handful of times in total in the full 8 or 9 missions and had to reload, but overall, definitely not the most challenging of games. So you can up the difficulty a little above normal and probably get a little more challenging of a game. But instead of going into more negatives first, let's hit you with some positives. Slow-mo sniper shots are back, and according to the Steam page, they are better than before. But to be honest, I would say they're just as good as before. Maybe they've thrown in another body shot or two, I don't know. But 4 was as much fun as you can have with those things. 5 is exactly the same. Always a fun, enhanced way to view a kill. Weapon customization is interesting, as you can bolster your current weapon loadout with ways to better your handling, control, rate of fire, and power. However, the biggest issue I have with this, to be honest, I just didn't utilize it as much as I thought I should. I just wanted to get to the next kill cam. But one issue what I have, and kind of getting back to the negatives, is I would pick up a better sniper rifle or a better silenced machine gun, and I couldn't replace it in my inventory. You have that gun, you shoot it for however many times you shoot it, you drop it, or it runs out of bullets and you drop it automatically, and that's it. You cannot replace it in your inventory, even though it's so much better or easier to use than the one you have. So that's kind of a big pain in the butt that I found. However, getting back to the positives, the story. Well, I mean, it's still a World War II story. So you're still a sniper elite taking out everyone on the freaking map, and in some blowed up bunkers, a few high priority kill targets, and you've got one hell of a great story. I mean, it's nothing new, but it's still fantastic to me. Not original by any step of the imagination, but as an iteration number 5, you're really not going to be expecting something new, are you? Now, there are a lot of positives to this. I mean, the maps are gorgeous, the scenery is gorgeous, it's fantastic walking through some of these French towns and all of that, and the music is fantastic as well. I mean, especially how it builds up each mission until the final mission. My only issue with the whole music piece is that it can actually be fairly repetitive, especially if you're taking your time on each mission. You'll just hear the same music over and over and over again. It's very well done. The music designers have done a fantastic job, especially from what I can see, for the area and the time period, but it just gets a little repetitive. However, I'm a nitpicky type of guy, so I have a ton of these things. Well, you don't have to say they're bad, but some of them are really not great, and some are just downright annoying. First off, I want to mention how you move in this game is very similar to Assassin's Creed in terms of its annoyances. Trying to get up a ladder or getting in and out of cover, you really have to figure out how to maneuver yourself properly, or you'll be scrambling most of the time. If you don't hit that ladder head on and you just nick it on the sides, you're going to be coming running back and trying it again and running back and trying it again. Trying to pick up some intel, something like that, you have to be standing directly in front of it, and you have to be standing. If you're crouching, it's even harder. Otherwise, it's just a hunting expedition for finding the exact E button press, and it's a pain in the ass. There are still some real glitches in this as well. I was on the beach looking down my sniper scope, and the world in front of me just kind of glitched the heck out, and I don't know what was going on. Particles were coming in and going out. It made no sense. At another point, I was on top of a ladder and couldn't get off, or when I did, I would immediately jump down to hang on a ledge that was right next to it, and I've been trying to figure out how to jump onto that ledge, and I just couldn't do it for a little while. So that's, again, going back to the annoyances of the movements. It just bugs you out every now and again. And there have been times I'm trying to jump over a very small wall and I just can't do it. The game won't allow you to. And that's where I have the issues with the map design, where you can have a very low wall that maybe you can crouch down below, to get out into cover, but you can't jump over the wall a lot of times. You can't walk through a hedge. Oh, okay, I can give you that. But it's just annoying when you're trying to go over a tree branch and it won't let you. So you have to go all the way around. So things like that are very aggravating at times, especially when you're trying to get away from people who are shooting at you. It is kind of nice to be able to jump over things that in real life you should be able to jump over and not have to worry about the bullets flying at your head. There was also a time I died, and apparently the game autosaved right before, so I was facing impossible odds each time I reloaded. Thankfully, they have a rolling autosave, which is nice, so I could go back a little further and complete what I needed to, but it was still a little frustrating having to die, then reload, and you've got a shot pretty much coming right at you, or a guy coming right at you, and you die again. So there's just no way around some of those things. It autosaves in some very weird spots at times. You just have to get around it. Go back to a previous autosave and suck it up for a little while. I don't even know what's going on here. Or here. Or here. And finally, at least for what I'll mention in this video, here's a tip. If you've cleared out an area, especially a bunker type of area or something you need to demolish, make sure you search around it first before blowing it sky freaking high. I blew up a bunker and needed another satchel charge to blow up the next one, but couldn't find one. Sadly, it was sitting outside of the already blowed up first bunker, and because the physics of the building had changed, I could no longer grab it, forcing me to reload and do it all over again. So just keep little things like that in mind when you're playing, because they get annoying real quick. Overall, the game is immersive. Some of the maps are massive for this type of game at least. Although I am not sure if the maps of Italy or the previous Sniper Elite were bigger or not, but either way, they are gorgeous and incredibly well made. There's so many different ways to get to your objectives, it's not even funny. I don't know how many different ways into an area or a variety of kill methods you can use, but overall, this game is a hell of a lot of fun. Like I said, I finished it in probably just a couple of days, and I've even started playing it again just to get some of the challenges out of the way and get some more machinery in my hands. But I would definitely say if you have enjoyed the previous versions of this franchise, definitely pick it up and fight your way through to the end. Especially if you've got Game Pass, it's free. Pick it up. I definitely suggest it. Even if you're new to the franchise, pick it up and try it out. It's fun as hell, even with its glitches. So anyway, like I said, I'm playing it for a second time, so the next challenge is calling my name, so I'd better heed that sniper call. Got me some kill cams to watch. Anyway, as always, this is Master Sniper Sefian saying take care and enjoy. Seriously, what the hell is going on here?